Hello, everybody. This is Quinn the Princess,
And Kod.
and today we are bringing you a new story entitled Hogwarts School of Prayer and Miracles, which is actually one that Kod brought to my attention a little while ago, and I just got around to reading it, and it is fantastic. I just gotta tell you that now.
Yeah, I saw this one on Tumblr. I saw some screenshots of it, so I had to read it, and it's really good. It's not there's no spelling mistakes or the usual grammar fails or Mary Sue stuff, but it's entertaining.
It's terrible, but it's wonderful. And I won't give it away, but it's definitely worth reading until the very end because there's a
Mm-hmm.
really nice twist to it where just when you think you're about to want to throw up in your mouth from reading it, it all kind of comes together and it's just really fantastic. So we're gonna be reading it.
Okay. Hogwarts School of Prayer and Miracles by Proud Housewife. Do you want your little ones to read books? And they want to read the Harry Potter books. But you do not want them to turn into witches.
They just pick up a book and be like, "What's this book?" Poof, and all of a sudden the witch hat and robes. Oh no! I should have known.
Well, this is the story for you. This story has all the adventure of J.K.R.'s books, but will not lead your children astray, for concerned mommies everywhere. Blessings, Grace Ann. Author's note. Hello, friends. My name is Grace Ann. I'm new to this whole fan fiction thing, but recently I've encountered a problem, and I believe this is the solution to. My little one's been asking to read the Harry Potter books, and of course I'm happy for them to be reading, but I don't want them turning into witches. So I thought, why not make some slight changes so these books are family friendly? And then I thought, why not share this with all the other mommies who are facing the same problem? So, ta-da! Here it is. I am so excited to share this with all of you. So, without further ado,
Once upon a time, there was a little boy named Harry Potter who lived under the stairs in a house on Private Drive with his aunt and uncle. He was a good, obedient boy who did all of his chores, but he felt there was something missing in his life, something big and special, but he could not quite name it. He stayed up every night and wished for this special something, but then one day there was a knock at his door, and everything changed. "Answer the door, Harry!" said Aunt Petunia. A career woman barked from her armchair where she sat with her feet up. She had short, curly blonde hair and never wore any makeup. Uncle Vernon nodded sheepishly from the kitchen and put a tray of moist, chocolatey brownies in the oven. Shouldn't you be doing that? Harry thought. But he was a very obedient boy, so he answered the door right away. He turned the brass metal doorknob, and he pulled the heavy wooden door. On the porch was standing a huge, muscular man with a big, manly beard, and he was dressed in a plaid red shirt, blue jeans, and sturdy leather boots. I guess he must have left his hatchet and maple syrup at home. His chest was covered in a thick, unruly carpet of coarse brown hair. And he wore a necklace that looked to Harry like a lowercase t. Just looking at Harry... Yeah, just looking at that... Okay, it's a fragment, okay. Just looking at Harry, feel happy. All right. Peaceful, somehow. But he couldn't say why. "Good morning, kiddo," the man greeted amiably. He smiled at Harry. He had the peaceful, friendly sort of face you just knew you could trust. "My name is Hagrid. Could I speak to your mommy and daddy?" "I don't have a mommy or daddy," Harry replied sadly, and he looked at his raggedy old shoes that were blue. Even his shoes are sad. Perhaps that is why he felt so lonely, he thought. Not for the first time. Maybe that's what he was missing, a mommy and daddy. But no, that was not quite right. Or why wouldn't it be? "I am sorry to hear that," Hagrid uttered empathetically. "You can speak with my auntie and uncle," Harry retorted politely. He blinked his big, blue, childlike eyes. His eyes are green. He's not Elijah Wood. Why does he have blue eyes? I love that interview. "What do you want?" Aunt Petunia peered out the door with her narrow, suspicious eyes, and she was wearing a baggy, unflattering pantsuit. "Hello, neighbor. I was wondering if you've been saved," Hagrid exclaimed brightly, and tipped his wide-brimmed straw cowboy hat. Aunt Petunia laughed a gravelly laugh, and leaned forward on her sturdy, practical boots.
So why is it good for Hagrid to wear the cowboy boots, but Aunt Petunia should not wear practical boots?
Because women should not wear practical boots. They should wear anything that helps them cook and clean in the kitchen where they belong. Clearly you know nothing of the world, Codgod. Saved? Don't tell me you're one of those Christians. Harry did not know what that word meant, but Hagrid's smile was the most peaceful smile he had ever seen. It made Harry feel warm and happy inside, just seeing the glowing, radiant grin on the kind, friendly stranger's face. He wondered why Aunt Petunia and Uncle Vernon did not smile like that. "Yes, I am," Hagrid replied kindly. "Are you?" Aunt Petunia laughed again, and stuck her pointy, sharp nose into the air. "We are too smart for that. Haven't you read Dawkins? God is dead. Dawkins proved that. Would you like us to educate you on the Dawkins?" The Dawkins. "What is a Christian?" Harry queried innocently. He scuffed his shoe on the shaggy yellow carpet, which had not been vacuumed in quite some time. "Petunia!" "Christians are people who want to be good."
No, not really.
That's kind of like saying, like, what's a Nazi? Nazis are people that did bad things, Harry. Hagrid explained wisely, and crouched down so he was on eye level with Harry. "We want to go to heaven after we die. Do you know what heaven is, Harry?" Harry shook his head. His big eyes were wide and curious. Big. Blue. "Heaven is a beautiful place where you can be with God." Aunt Petunia smacked her hands over Harry's young ears. Her voice was sickly sweet when she said, "Thank you very much for your concern, sir, but he does not need your religion. He has science and socialism and birthdays." "Haven't you heard of evolution? I have a very good textbook on evolution that I could give you if you were to learn these things." Hagrid laughed wisely. "Evolution is a fairy tale. You don't really believe that, do you?" "Yes, I do!" Aunt Petunia screeched. "Well, then prove it." And Aunt Petunia pointed to literally every living thing that existed on the whole planet, and pulled up several scientific articles explaining that, yes, evolution does in fact exist, and it would take an extremely ignorant person to not believe it, but ergo, this story does not follow that path. Aunt Petunia could only stare at him, and her big mouth hung open dumbly. Here she thought she was so educated, and always demanded that Christians proved what they believed in, but she couldn't even prove her own religion.
It's not a religion.
Evolution is not a religion. Unless, of course, the Dawkins is considered one, but... It was then that Harry knew who the smart one here was. "Tell me about this heaven place!" Harry cried wistfully, clasping his hands together. Sometimes the wisdom of little ones is really amazing. We think grown-ups know it all, but then God speaks through the mouths of little ones and shows us how we are all mortals struggling along the path of life. Humility. That was like the whole sentence, just one word, humility.
Okay.
You should just put a hashtag in front of it and make as much sense. Hashtag humility. All you have to do is to be saved. Do you want to be saved? I do! Harry squealed, jumping up and down. Then pray the sinner's prayer! Aunt Petunia tried to stop him, but she was powerless against Harry's pure, innocent, holy energy. Soon Harry had said the prayer. Hagrid beamed happily. Wait, what is the prayer? Proud housewife, why do you withhold such information if you claim to be a Christian? Why would you not want us all to be saved?
How did Harry not even know what the prayer was?
Oh, that's right! Hagrid didn't tell him what the prayer was. He just somehow knew.
That's weird.
Divine information. You're a Christian now, Harry, Hagrid cried proudly. Harry smiled, but then interrogated. But how do I be a Christian? I don't know how. Wait, he interrogated? Did he, put him on the rack and start, stretching him? How do I be a Christian, Hagrid? Oh, I'll tell you, let me go. Hagrid grinned widely. There was only one place to learn that.
Church?
Nope. That would make too much sense. Hogwarts School of Prayer and Miracles.
Okay. Author's note. So, what did y'all think? I may not be a professional writer, but I think I'm being given the talent to pull this off in service of a greater mission. Blessings, Grace Ann. This is like the exact opposite of Chapter 1 of Methods of Rationality, where Harry's raised by the scientists.
Side note, we will not be reading of Methods of Rationality because it is
super long.
It's like an encyclopedia of fan fiction.
It is literally the longest fan fiction. Well, no, the second longest fan fiction, ever.
What's the first?
There's a really, really long Smash Bros. Fanfic.
Seriously?
Uh-huh.
Huh.
But it is the most visited fanfic on fanfiction. And also, it's not a bad fic, so there's not much to make fun of.
Yeah, there's already some series about it.
Oh, there are?
Yeah.
I know there's some really good art of it.
Yeah.
I read 20 chapters in. I love the Sunshine Regiment.
So we will not be bringing you that one
No.
because it doesn't fit in with our less than legit lit subject.
Because it is legit lit.
It is legit lit.
So if you like legit lit, you can check it out.
Alright, well that was chapter 1. Join us next time for chapter 2. Blessings!